Hello. Good evening to everybody. Mark's on his way. He's just getting out the drinks. He's running a little bit late today. So good evening to you all. Mark will be joining us in just a second, so don't worry. I'll get in the centre there. There we go. Here I am. Good evening, Caroline. So yes, we have some new moderators. They will be helping us out on the real busy nights, such as the Harry Potter ones as well. Moderating the comments, making sure we don't get any spam, or God forbid we get anyone saying the answers as well. So thank you to our new moderator team. Good evening, Paul. So we're going to be live in about 8 minutes rather than 9. Not that it really matters too much.
Can I have another mat, please? Right, there's yours. I should just go and get my phone.
Yes.
Evening all.
There he is.
There he goes.
And there he goes. So I'm going to try and see. Mark's just getting the drink sorted and all that sort of stuff, Fran. I'm going to see if I can figure out how Roy can talk to us as Roy and not through us. Otherwise it's going to get very confusing. Let's have a see where we can do that then.
That's a bit of a rush, wasn't it?
Indeed. Yeah, Roy, if you're using your mobile phone, if you look at the bottom of the screen where the text is, there's your picture. If you just click that, and then you can choose to talk as yourself or as Quiz, actually. Prefer if you talk as you, otherwise people are going to get confused. Hi, Amanda Jane, from Amanda and Madison. And Sarah says, now you give me the power, I'm going to use it irresponsibly. Please don't, Sarah.
Oh, God. Good evening all.
Good evening.
Oh, we've had a bit of a mad one.
Indeed.
We've gone a bit overboard with the graphics tonight.
Yeah. Much to our detriment, I think that's why we're late. Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
Now we have moderators. Do we have to be nice to Mark, says Matt? Yes. Good evening, Jackie Cartwright. Joan from the Nosky Services Inn. Hello to you.
Oh. Right, well this can't be helped.
Good evening, what's your face on YouTube?
He absolutely hates this. So when you strip a piece of paper, he goes mental.
I hate it, it makes me cringe.
He flees the room usually. But since we're having to do it now...
Hello, Rosie.
There you go.
We've got our top fan badges back as well, I've noticed.
Oh, have we?
Yeah, they went away for a while. I'm not sure why. Yes, hello, Trevor Feelgood says, good evening, Mark and not Mark on YouTube. You know what? I'm above you now. I don't care. I'm above it.
I love it.
I'm above it all now. I don't care.
You're not above anything.
No.
Not at your height.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Sam on YouTube. We're okay. We're just a little bit rushed. We spent too long labouring over the graphics.
Yeah, we've done a lot with graphics tonight.
Indeed. Yeah, so we're going to kick off in about 5 minutes, not 6 minutes. Just in case anyone's interested, if you're watching on Catch Up.
Right, I just need to get the card with a number for the felt balls.
Indeed. Where's the water?
I brought you one up. Oh no, that's yours.
That's mine, is it?
Yeah, mine's there still.
Fantastic. Hello, Claire. Sorry if you can hear that. Very thirsty after rushing around. Kelly Marie Newland says, good evening from the Lake District. Ooh. Hope you're all well. Team Westwater Cottage is ready. That's Samantha, Andy and Bruce. As well as Kelly, of course. Are we ready? We've got 2 newer rounds again, if you'd like to innovate here at Quiz Actually Towers. So you've got 2 newish rounds, as well as your usual round 4 free-for-all.
You say that, but a certain person who writes a book, when they lived in Brighton, used to refer to it as surname tellers.
Alright. Hey up me duck, says Charlie Grant. On YouTube and on Twitch. There he is. Yes, Charlie Grant. I don't know whether it was a good decision or bad decision. We'll wait and see. Is now a moderator as well. So, yes, we'll see how that goes. Flip of that coin. As always, guys, if you do want to help us out, it's always useful to do the sharing while the stream is on. Also, subscribing to our YouTube, Twitch, and all that sort of stuff is really good as well. If you can't afford to pay a couple of quid for a donation at Quizzactually PayPal, but either way, that's fine. Just like to remind you. Kerno's checking in. There we go.
Says Fleur.
And not the ghost of Roy speaking through Quizzactually's text.
Yes, we've got a lot of work to cut out for us. Because we've got Sunday now. It's virtually every Sunday that we're doing quizzes. Saturday's Doctor Who Series 4. The Saturday after is the mega Harry Potter 2 quiz. We've got something like 4,500 people interested in joining it.
That's a Doctor Who one. Hello, Roy. I'll put you as a moderator on the YouTube. There you go. You know, a moderator. I like your name on YouTube, Roy from Kerno. I like it. The chances of me being a good moderator are way better than a coin flip. I mean, it's 60-40 at least, as Charlie ran.
Yeah. On the second Sunday in March, we have got our Marvel quiz, followed by another Harry Potter. We're taking Harry Potter to twice a month now because the demand is there. Another Harry Potter on the third Sunday, and the fourth Sunday will be another Doctor Who.
So we've got all that there. I've advertised Doctor Who and the Marvel movie one. And the final one to share for you as well is the Harry Potter quiz. Turn your phone off, please, sir. So that one's
there is no sound. I can't change that. Someone's sending us a message.
That's the Harry Potter one. Roy says, I'm no longer you. There you go.
And my messages aren't coming through properly either.
Oh, no.
So I'm trying to think who it was who was trying to message us. Can you see if there's a message in... Oh, we found it.
Jocelyn gives a message. You said you might not be a mod. Apparently, your mod status is still pending, according to the page. I think. Yes.
Yeah, I think we've got enough mods now. So thank you to all of you who've applied.
We might need more for the actual Harry Potter one. That might be a one night only sort of thing, but we'll see. I can block quiz actually as a moderator, says Sarah. Well done. Rachel Yates would love to do your quizzes. How do you submit our answers? Is it Mark Your Own? It's a Mark Your Own, Rachel Yates. It's an honesty-based one. Just imagine that you're watching Who Wants to Be a Millionaire at Home or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a Mother's Day Marvel quiz. Is it really? We didn't think of that. Good evening to Chris on YouTube. Oh, Charlie, I thought you were talking to your alter ego, not a different Rachel. Sorry. Yeah, if you do want to participate in a more competitive fashion, there is also the score sheet there, which is pinned. It's tinyurl.com/QA scores. Yeah, I don't know how to resend it for you, Jocelyn. It doesn't seem to want to work. I can cancel it and send it again. That might work. You might get a notification in a second. I'm going to try and do it for you now. I'm going to go through.
So what has everybody been up to this weekend? Obviously, we got the good news last Monday, where everything's starting to trickle down. I've been in a few Music Venues Trust webinars, getting all the info on that side of things, so it's looking good for venues starting to open round about June time.
I think McKee says, I don't need moderating. If I misbehave, Fleur will give me a thick ear. There you go.
Oh, if only Karina could do that to Sarah. I'm going to snip out because I need to blow my nose.
Yeah, so Jocelyn, I've sent you the request once again. If you get the notification, you can see it. Yes, we're introducing stars soon, which is a different way for you to donate. Oh dear. That's not professional at all, is it? Basically, stars, I think, for 1 star costs 1 penny, and you can have competitive games with your stars. And then you can also have a leaderboard of people who donate stars. So if you are interested in something like that, we are setting that up soon. Sarah says, I'm going to block you, Mark.
You're talking in block capitals, that's for sure, Sarah.
Indeed. Right, it is 8 o'clock. And you know what that means, guys.
Thank you, Kristen, for retweeting us on about the quiz going live.
Indeed. Right, there we go. Let's start with your intro then. We shall see you in just a minute. Oh dear, that might be a bit low.
We like to play, don't you know? We won't go straight to the floor. Knows you, doesn't care 'cause he's barely even sober.
here comes tonight's rounds.
'Cause we like to play, don't you know? We like to play, don't you know? We like to play, don't you know?
Really?
Yeah. As always, our thanks to Rats for their music for our intro.
You don't want to know what he just said before you hit the green button.
So we've got 2 really fun rounds tonight. Round number 2 is all about Hanna-Barbera, and round number 3 is Headless Celebrities. Hello, Sheila, the Price's family of 5 from Cork Island. Hello, we don't have many Irish people playing, so welcome, Sheila.
Yes, indeed.
Right, so there you go. Okay, so let's get us back to our intermission screen while I get that sorted and I'll put that music back on. So, round number 1.
We've got the music on.
Yeah, we leave it on. Right, so round number 1 is... What up, Nathan? On YouTube, hello. Round number 1. It begins with the letter H. So everything in this round begins with the letter H. If it's a person's name, their first name starts with a H, but you do need the full name to get the full 2 points.
Before we go into the round, should we do the balls?
Should we do the balls?
I think we should.
Let me just get the ball thing up then. Balls. There we go. Do that. And then it is time to look at.
So those of you who are new, what you need to do is say how many balls you think are there. Don't put it in the chat. On your team score sheet, even if you're not putting your normal scores in, just put your team name in, and to the left of it, put how many you think are in there. People on Monday know what the high and low guess was on Monday. I've added some more balls into it today.
Yes, and if the camera picture looked even better, it's because I got a brand new phone. My contract got renewed the other day, so that's they pitched the balls, and that's the ones that Mark has got. I'll turn the light off just so you can see them a little bit clearer. There you go. There are balls of various sizes. There are big balls, there are small balls, and there are
Coloured balls.
There are also balls that aren't felt.
Yes.
Right. Anyway, so let's get on with round number 1. So all your answers begin with the letter.
What's he giving me to do? Odds or evens, sir?
I'm going to do odds. Rosie says, I'm Irish living in England. Oh, well, there you go. Lovely. I always like to know where people are from. And Richard Warner is talking to Rachel and telling her what to do. So thank you very much, Richard Warner. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to put them in the comments. Either myself, Mark, will read them out.
Or the quiz family.
Yeah, the quiz family will help you as well. So I'll do the odds. Start with a nice easy one to kick you off. Number 1. Chickpeas, tahini, garlic, yogurt, lemon juice are the ingredients for which Mediterranean dish? So chickpeas, tahini, garlic, yogurt, lemon juice are the ingredients of which Mediterranean dish?
I don't know anyone dishy from the Med.
Speaking of Mediterranean dishes, I made tzatziki the other day and it was absolutely lovely.
I'm just looking at my hair.
Yeah, lockdown hair ain't too kind.
It's getting bad. It's getting bad. Does anyone know what date provisionally hairdressers can reopen?
Sarah says the best dish. I love it. I love a good bit of
Best dish.
this stuff. To the volume out a little bit more. Good stuff. Yeah. If you, any questions, just let us know in the comments.
Question number 2.
Number 2.
Which musical tells the story of one of America's founding fathers? Thank you, Joan, telling me it was the 12th of April. So how long was that? That's
Too long.
5 weeks, isn't it?
Too long.
Paul Marriott. Mrs. Boulter, keep him under control, please.
Oh, I've got a very big shadow.
And I know Reenie's watching tonight because she made a comment earlier. So please keep him in control. Yeah, you have got a shadow, haven't you?
Oh, where that's come from? Weird, isn't it?
It's this at the different angle to what it used to be. Normally is.
Ah, well, there you go. Right, moving on. Question number 3. Number 3.
Number 3.
Which Disney film? Move on. In which Disney film would you find Captain Phoebus, Judge Claude Frollo, and Esmeralda? You mean olive oil instead of yogurt in question 1? Quite possibly. There may be variations that I'm not aware of.
But the one we know of is yoghurt.
Quite possibly so.
I think you can have it with both.
Can you?
One or the other.
Right.
Question number 4.
I just looked, you can actually have it with yoghurt. Definitely is a variation.
What is the largest flatfish? Simply. I suppose if you get a massive tuna and then hammer it down so it's flat, that could be the largest.
But it wouldn't begin with H, would it?
No, that's a point.
If your answer doesn't start with H, you're
It's
probably
wrong.
wrong.
It is wrong.
Yeah. You might be right in another context, but in this context, it's wrong. Moving on, question number 5. Number 5, what unit of area is equal to 10,000 square metres? Again, that'd be a harder one if you didn't know it started with a H. I think you can get it from that one. That's called abuse, said David Fowler. Tuna abuse. Underrated villain, he's terrifying, says Jocelyn. I don't think I've even seen it. That Disney film that we're talking about, which shall not be named. And if you do name it, then one of our lovely moderators will delete your comment. So there you go.
Maybe delete you.
Maybe delete you, yes.
That's Sarah. Yeah, you don't want to wind her up. Question number 6.
Get on my girlfriend tonight, are you?
Oh, she's normally giving me a lot of grief.
Yeah, it's true.
What is Hawaii's largest city? I nearly did the Freudian slip and actually mention the city name.
Well, that wouldn't work, would it? Ah, there we go. That's cool. The whole thing there.
I'll keep that up.
Yeah. Ooh, I can ban people from the stream, or I can mute you for minutes. I didn't know I could do that. There you go.
Oh, well, that could be useful.
Yes, Sarah. Right.
I didn't even dare say that one.
Number 7. Who is the alter ego of Prince Adam of Eternia? So who is the alter ego of Prince Adam of Eternia? I don't think so.
Oh well, nice try.
Sarah said WTF. I mean, that could be anything. We've been throwing insults your way for the last 5 minutes, haven't we? Sorry. Oh, I forgot there's a T there as well. I have got a really dry mouth. I'm getting like a cotton mouth.
Well, we both noticed this morning we had typical quiz voices. Just on quiz days, our voices just suddenly go.
Yeah, I wake up just like bye, said Sarah.
So, anybody been up to anything interesting this weekend?
This week. It's only Friday.
Oh, it's this week. Yeah, I keep getting my Friday and Monday mixed up, aren't I? I was thinking it was Monday today.
No, Monday is the well.
We'll leave that till later.
Right. Number 8. Question number 8. Who had the face that launched 1,000 ships? Sorry, that was your question. Thank you very much for the donation we just got in there.
Thank you very much.
Can't believe what you just said then.
Do you want me to repeat it?
No, thanks. Alright, I'll do this one and then you can do your final one. Number 9. American football is played to which set of rules? Is it Headsworth, Harvard, Henningham, or Harold's?
Harold?
How old's Harold? Has the weekend finished already? They go quicker and quicker, says Charlie Grant. Yes. Unfortunately, most of our weeks all look the same in lockdown. Yeah, that's the thing,
That's
isn't
the point. That's why I keep getting completely confused.
it? The days blend together.
And I know some people are going to jobs, so that helps a little bit to keep a bit of structure. But I keep now, because the two quizzes are opposite each other, I keep getting mixed up. Plus, we spent a whole week watching Doctor Who, a full series, and Harry Potter, and starting on the Marvels. So it's been a bit of a week. Well, the Doctor Who quiz is looking good. I'm getting comments that people are wanting to see dingbats in it, so I might have to have a revisit.
I see. Your question.
My question. In which Beatles song was the eponymous character told to take a sad song and make it better?
Wow, very dramatic reading that.
I just didn't want to do it in the way of the song. Yeah, I've got a weird shadow coming up.
I'll have to change that when we have our recap.
Okay.
Recap, I think it's called.
The recap, is it?
The recap. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Right! That is your 10 questions. Let's pop us back to our intermission scudden.
And then we're going to the recap, as Alex calls it.
The recap, yeah. Alright.
And I can now talk about
very good.
Monday. Because currently, Alex is 29. On Tuesday, he is no longer in his 20s. He's in his old 30s. So we're having a bit of a birthday quiz on Monday. So I expect a few special things happening.
There we go. I think I got rid of our shadow. There we go. I'm so good at this.
Me too. I got that spot on in the right place.
You did?
See, it wouldn't work with me. I'm too tall.
I'm too old.
He started already.
So we'll do the recap for another couple of times on the way through, and we'll jump on to the answers. And it's going to be straight into our round number 2, which is all about Hanna-Barbera.
Someone's given us a donation saying, thanks lads, thank you very much.
And the previous one before that was saying my 2 favourite people. One can only guess who that one is.
Thank you. Your girlfriend's having another go at you there.
Yeah, my birthday's actually on Tuesday, but obviously because we're not doing a quiz on Tuesday, we're making Monday the
birthday one.
Yeah. Also, that being said, my voice just broke. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to turn 30 and my voice just broke. Funny enough, I've never
That's because you're getting to 30.
Yeah, I've never suffered at all with what comes with growing up, but today I found I had a zit on my face. Just to get into my 30s.
And you've never had zits before?
No, just start a new chapter, as it is. Can we have see the balls? Of course. Get rid of that intro, you've seen it already. There you go. There's the balls again for Roy for Kerno on YouTube. 30 years old, still looks about 12. Good trick, that. It's a lot of moisturiser. Jocelyn says, happy birthday. Also get the Marvel pants. Yeah, I was shopping at Tesco last night. I needed some new sweatpants, and I thought, yeah, I'm going to get these Hulk ones. And then I realised, come on, man, you're 30 years old. We both once got ID'd to buy Bailey's Truffles, said Sarah. Yes, we did. I also got ID'd for a corkscrew when I was 26.
Mental.
Indeed. I'll let that go through to 10 and then we'll get on with it. I didn't sign up to my phone. How unprofessional is that? How unprofessional is that?
Shocking.
I know. There we go, we're all set.
Let's see, any new comments there? No.
Still not tall enough to get on Rise at Alton Tower, says Paul. Thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Look, you know what? I can click this button here and I can mute you for 15 minutes, or I can ban you from the page, Paul. Don't tempt me.
Or you could give feedback and report that comment.
I could report that comment, yeah. I got asked for my ID to buy paracetamol a couple of years ago. You have to be 16. Yeah, I got ID'd buying eggs because kids were throwing them at houses.
They're actually changing the lottery. It came through as an email to me. The lottery now, you used to be 16. They're actually changing it. You've got to be 18 to do the lottery.
Yeah, to buy alcohol in the UK, you need to be 18. Fleur says it's all downhill from 30. Thank you, you're filling me with a lot of confidence there. My mum texted me the other day, just went, last weekend of your 30s. I was like, what? Of your 20s? I was just like, what? Why? They're just calling it the death knell. Completely unprovoked. Last weekend of your 20s. Cheers, Mum.
To be fair, life sort of took off for me in my 30s. But we'll say no more about that.
Right. Okay. So that is your 10. Let's get us back to the intermission screen. We're a little bit behind time. We'll buy that a minute.
Okay.
We're not too strict on time here. We never have been.
Well, we'll catch up with round 3 anyway.
Well, yeah, we will. Right, okay, let's jump in to your answers to round number 1. Get rid of that on there. So again, it's point for first names, point for surnames. If you're half right, to get 1 point, so on and so forth. Fleur says, I was 32 at Christmas. What a present that must have been. All right, let's get over it. So, shall I do the answers? You do the answers, or what are we doing?
No, you do the answers and I'll make comments as you go along.
Right, wonderful. So, chickpeas, tahini, garlic, yogurt, lemon juice are ingredients of which Mediterranean dish? Also, substitute for olive oil. It is hummus. No nicknames, Charlie Grant says. Just you wait and see. Number 2.
What are you up to?
Which musical tells the story of one of America's founding fathers? I would love to see this live. It's Hamilton. Birthgate, says Alec McKee. Well, as from Tuesday, you'll be able to get your COVID vaccine earlier, says Roy. Thank you very much.
Yes.
The one upside to that, I guess. Number 3. Which Disney film would you find Captain Phoebus, Judge Claude Frollo, and Esmeralda? It's, of course, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Or Hunchback of Notre Dame. I can't get my head around the fact I'll be 33 in June, says Richard. I know. People always say, I remember when I was 21. It's like, I do. I still think it's 2008 sometimes. That being said, 2016 was probably my favourite year of the last few years. Mm-hmm. That's when Pokemon Go came out. It was a warm summer. Brilliant. 4. The largest of the flat fish is the halibut. The halibut.
Halibut what?
Miss Berry's bottom. Number 5. What unit of area is equal to 10,000 square metres? It is a hectare.
I need to swear.
Hectare for number 5. Number 6. The largest city in Hawaii, also its capital, it's of course Honolulu.
Do you know what the second largest city in Hawaii is? East Honolulu.
Oh, fun fact. I'm 33. When I turned 25, I was teaching in a class, and each student presented me with a quarter, saying, "Congratulations, you're a quarter of a year up. Happy birthday," says Jocelyn. That's very nice. Dear. To be fair, I think we can all subtract 2020. Yeah, we all get a redo. I'm actually 29 this year.
Yes.
26. I'm saying. So it says, I'm hoping 2016 was when you met your lady. No, we were well into the throes of our relationship by then. Number 7. Prince Adam of Eternia is He-Man. He-Man for number 7.
Well done if you got that one.
Yeah. Number 8. The faith that launched 1,000 ships. It was Helen of Troy. Helen of Troy for number 8. Now 2016 was good because Pokemon Go came out, and it was just before Donald Trump got elected, and everything was beautiful. Number 9. American football's rules. They are the Harvard rules. It's Sunday Die's birth. What? Harvard rules for number 9. And finally, question number 10 was which Beatles song was each eponymous character told to take a sad song and make it better? It is, of course, Hey Jude. Quarter of a century, yes. I thought that's what you meant, Josie. Okay, so let us know what your score was out of 20. You put it in the comments, and you can also put it on the score sheet whenever you want.
Yes.
There's no rush for the score sheet. Put all your scores in at the end if you want to, as long as you get them in when you want. Okay. So that's that.
No scores going in at the moment. Okay.
Yeah. So I think with the round, shall I reveal what our names are?
No.
No?
Wait till a bit later.
Okay. Ooh, 20, 18, 20. We've got exclamation marks with 20s. We've got...
Consistently 16. We've only had one round.
I think
How can you be consistently 16?
Maybe they got a lot of 16s last quiz. Please don't mention the throes of relationship with Sarah. It's a family quiz. I'll block you. Oh, Rosie Worrell is a top fan +1.
Whoa, well done, Rosie.
A coveted top fan +1 badge.
If Joe's managing to watch this, she has been in hospital. I'm assuming she's still there. She's going to be really envious.
Chris and Bev both got 20 on YouTube. Wonderful stuff.
Round 2.
20 for Colonel. Thanks to our assistant, says Roy. Oh, right. Round number 2.
I need that.
So round number 2 is Hanna-Barbera, and it is a mixture of pictures and questions. Tracy Wilton only got 16. That's not a bad score.
Fran got 6. Rachel got 8.
Did you get 8 points or 8 questions? Let us know what you mean.
Andrea got 20.
Well done. Kerry Hughes says yay on YouTube. I'm assuming it's for the round what it is. Not just because you're happy to be here. So round number 2 is Hanna-Barbera. It's a mixture of pictures and questions.
We're going to do the pictures first.
Yes. Just because it fit in with our schedule better.
Basically, 4 characters. What are their names? This is number 1.
There you go. So number 1, who's this? Excuse me. Now I'm reaching 30, that's it. I'm dying. I'm dying on the stream. Let's put the scores down here. Scores? Answers, questions. 20, says Jocelyn. Well done.
Have you got it? Mm-hmm. Let's move on to number 2.
Where's Bertie? I can't block him if he's not here, said Charlie.
Who be this?
Number 2.
Who be this?
Mixture of classic and more modern. I wouldn't say modern because
they've not really. We looked it up. They've not really brought new characters out for quite a while. But these are that's one of the more modern ones.
Yes. So who's that?
We have got the exceptional series that is developing and gets better with every single episode tonight, which is WandaVision. It is superb.
Kim says, is round 1 2 points per correct answer? It is. Every question in the quiz, except ones that we mentioned specifically, are always worth a full 2 points if you get it fully correct.
That's why most rounds now are actually 20 points each.
Yeah. And that means as well, if you get it half right, you can still get points. Or if you're a quarter right, you can still get half a point, things like that. Happy birthday to Indy on Sunday. Happy 5th birthday to Indy.
Happy 5th birthday, Indy.
All right, moving on to number 3. Who is this?
Who be that?
Mark got very annoyed at me earlier because I had a picture of that person that didn't look like that, and he went, "No, I can't. No, it's not that. It's not right." You really were on your own little soapbox. You're like, "No, that's not right."
Well, I showed you it was completely different.
It didn't matter.
Other than the fact that they were wearing that blue uniform, they look completely different.
It didn't matter. You'd have known who it was. So currently we have 9 shares of the Facebook video. So thank you very much to those people who shared it.
Yes, thank you.
Only takes you a split second, but it does mean that we do get seen by more eyes, which is what we want.
And 5 people have liked it as well.
Yes. Thank you very much. Peter Lacey said, I killed Sparky too.
I don't know who Sparky is.
I think you do.
Whoosh! Oh, I see who he means now.
Right, but let's not spoil it any more than that. Number 4.
Who be this?
Who be this? Who be this? What is they?
I know you don't get any points for saying Alex.
I was wondering why he got his hand in his pocket there. Looks a bit suspect, doesn't it?
Well, that's basically because he actually flashes his jacket open. It's part of the plot.
Yeah, the picture I had before was kind of like that. I decided to go for something a bit more subdued.
Right, on to question 5.
Number 5.
Which of Hanna-Barbera's cartoons featured a character who liked to steal picnic baskets?
This is great.
Or picnic, as the character used to call them.
Pick-a-ba-nick. Jocelyn says, this is a great round. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Good.
I like doing a cartoon round, but obviously if you did it too often, people would get bored of it.
And also we get struck.
Yeah. People like Joan from Noski's Service would get rather annoyed as they're not a fan of cartoons and films. We don't want to get on the wrong side of Noski. Definitely not.
No, you don't want to be their servants.
No. Alright, moving on. Question number 6. Number 6. Which 1970s era production was based on the adventures of an all-girl pop music band? So which 70s production from Hanna-Barbera, of course, was based on the adventures of an all-girl pop music band? Thank you very much. I had another donation in there. Thank you so much. We like cartoons, just not films, says Joan. Right, got you. We'll work around that for next time then.
That was very abrupt, wasn't it?
Can you wish Jessie a speedy recovery, as she had a little accident on her foot today? She's only 6, so she's very upset and can't go back to school on Monday. Aww. You see, if you weren't in this pandemic, not going to school on Monday would be like, yeah, but I'm sure you want to go and see your friends. So a speedy recovery for you, Jessie. I hope you're not in too much pain. Jocelyn Rose says, one of my favourites. Yeah, me and Mark both remarked that we both liked this. I don't know what that says about each of us, but there you go. Moving on, number 7.
Number 7. In the cartoon, who was Pixie and Dixie's enemy?
Never seen this myself.
It was good. But when we looked it up, apparently there was only one series of it as well. Yeah, I remember it so vividly.
Film's been have to sit still for too long. That's fair, Joan. I get you.
I'm just wondering, I'm assuming, John, then when you go on a holiday, you basically sit on the beach for 2 minutes and then you have to get up and go for a walk. I'm a bit like that, to be honest.
We found that as well. You know, with that thing having only whatever many episodes it was.
Mm.
Johnny Quest, one of my favourite cartoons from then, only ran for a year.
Yeah?
Yeah. Didn't know that. Only 20 episodes of it. It's like Fawlty Towers, isn't it? Only had...
And Mr. Ben.
What, 9 episodes, 10 episodes? Moving on, number 8. Is it true or false? Hanna-Barbera created Tom and Jerry. Is that true, or is Mark making it up again? Absolutely correct, says Joan, about being on the beach for too long. I'm not a beach holiday kind of person.
No, I'm not. I can't sit on the beach for long. I just get bored. I really do get bored just laying on the beach.
Depends if the book I'm reading is interesting enough.
Yeah.
Then I can sit still. I remember being in Turkey and reading the entire Da Vinci Code in one sitting on the beach.
Yes, that was a good holiday. It was hot. We arrived at 1 o'clock in the morning and it was 34 degrees at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Horrible. Right, moving on.
It is coming out of an air-conditioned plane. Question number 9. Who are Blossom, Bubbles and Buttercup?
John says 30 seconds is too long. You know, it comes to this and that sort of things. People say, would you rather have an adventure holiday or a beach holiday? Adventures all the time.
Yeah, I prefer city holidays and go and find new places within cities.
Do you not get lulled by the crashing waves? Not really. I'm not a fan of the sea, to be honest.
We live by the sea.
Speaking of films, Lockdown tonight will be my Lockdown Film Fest number 348. What are you watching, Charlie? Let us know. I'll tell you if I've seen it or not. And finally, question number 10. Number 10, which Hanna-Barbera cartoon had a maid named Rosie? So which Hanna-Barbera cartoon featured a maid named Rosie?
Slightly trickier, that one.
The Dig. I haven't seen that, no.
That's a Netflix one.
Is it?
Mm.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing it.
It's actually based in the southeast.
Only when walking along the beach, says Joe. I like that. John's trying to tell us all the ways in which you can't sit still. Yeah, the sea's fine as long as I'm moving.
Yeah, eventually we get too much information, so just calm down, love. Calm down. Right, time for the recap.
That's
Catch up a little bit.
In fact, we are actually running ahead now, annoyingly. About Sutton Hoo in Suffolk.
Who?
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 Rosie Wall says, not me. No. That's quite funny, I like that. Alright, moving back there. So let's get on with your recap then.
Let me have a quick look at the PayPal. Thank you to those of you who donated so far.
There we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of you. Thank you very much. Yeah, with the hat that I've given you this time, that is the hat of Touche Turtle.
All right, okay. Oh, you said about the names of the recap, didn't you? Let's have a look. Let's sort that out.
Very good. Touche Turtle and Dum Dum.
Unfortunately, I'd seen your picture of your hat, so I thought I'd preemptively strike.
Thing is, he's called Dum Dum, but he's the one who solves all the problems.
Yeah, but I'm the one with the sword to button it.
I'm just thinking, when you think of Dum Dum way up here and Touche Turtle way down here, maybe you're right.
Slow and steady wins the race. Dogs don't live that long. Touche and away, said Paul.
Touche, indeed. No wonder you've got a sore back. A stiff back.
Well, it's just half me to come out of my shell.
Yeah.
Ah,
That was a shaggy dog tail here.
oh, dear God. When will it end?
These lights are particularly bright tonight.
Are they? Well, you turn them down if you want.
I know I'm just noticing it in my face, that's all. Well, it's alright, I'll manage. But they're brighter than normal. It's this one here.
I'm all dark and mysterious now, look at that.
Can I do it on this one?
Yeah.
Oh. It's this one more than that one, actually. You know, when you get it at a certain level on your peripheral vision, that's better.
Takes about 3 or 4 days of a drive for me just to get into a state where there is an ocean on the side of it. So maybe I just like it more because it's so rare for me to be near an ocean.
We just have to walk 10 minutes.
That's the thing about when you think about
And that's walking slowly.
when you think about comparative sizes of places. You know, you could get across our entire country in a day, whereas it takes 3 or 4 days just to get out of your state. That's crazy.
Yeah, when I was over in...
Or just to get into a state, sorry.
Yeah, when I was over into Toronto and I was missing live music, even though I'd gone for a 2-week holiday, I was missing live music so much I had to go to a gig. And I got chatting to this guy, really nice guy, who was involved with the music, grassroots music over there. And he was saying, like, when bands over here do a tour, it's basically major city to major city. So it's a couple of hours, 3 hours most between the gigs, generally when they're doing it. And when they're doing it in Canada, it's like 500 miles between the cities that they've got to do it. It takes a lot longer, and it costs a lot more to actually tour.
I mean, you can get across if you've got a good enough car. You can get across country in the UK without really fueling up, depending on which way you went across. Yeah. Right, I'm going to let that run through one more time as we're still a little bit ahead. So we should let that catch up. One thing that always gets me about the difference between England and America is when I went to New York, just how vertical everything is. It almost sounds almost too stupid to say, but you don't. Even in London, buildings aren't that big. When you're in New York, it's just like there's an entire city above you. To me, I just couldn't stop looking up.
When I was in New Hampshire and we went into the small towns, which I found was rather bizarre. I mean, really tiny towns. And then they had a drive-in bank. So you pull up to like you've got with a garage and you're getting your petrol, etc. It's like that with a screen that you talk to them with, and then there's one of these tube things where where it's either sucks the little container up and sends it round, or they send you the money that way. Rather bizarre. And there was a great big car park right next to it. You know, you could have just got out your car, walked literally 2 yards, and you were in the place. But no, they have a drive-in. Bonkers. Tiny towns.
Indeed. Nice hat, Alex, says Andrea. Thank you very much. So, on to the answers then. 2 points for all of these, as always.
So, number 1.
Perth to Exeter is approximately 500 miles, and we don't need to stop to fill up en route, only for a loo break, says Claire. Crazy. Right.
Number 1 is one of my favourites, actually. Huckleberry Hound when I was growing up.
Mostly about the big cities, says Johnson. Yeah, that's the thing. Whenever you go to America, it's like you can't just go to one place. You gotta spend months going to different places. Drive-through ATMs would be great over here. Can't think why we haven't got them, says Paul.
But Paul, it's not just driving. It's not just ATMs. It is full-on banking services. Everything that you would normally do over the counter here.
Crazy. Number 2. What is that? It looks like a cow.
What's it called?
Cow.
Well done if you plumped for that as a stupid guess and you got it right.
Cow for number 2. Number 3.
Number 3
is the correctly drawn
Officer Dibble.
If you put Dibble, that's fine. Character name's Officer Dibble, but as long as you got Dibble, I don't think it really matters that much. Moving on. Number 4.
That's from Top Cat, by the way.
Number 4, that one is Secret Squirrel.
Secret Squirrel. I don't remember what Secret Squirrel was about. I remember the sidekick, which we won't mention, because that is another question in the database.
I remember watching the remake in the 90s that they had.
I don't remember what it did, that one.
Number 5, on to the questions.
Okay.
Sealing the Pick-a-Nick baskets was, of course, Yogi Bear. Again, if you just put Yogi, you'll get the points for that one. Number 6.
Number 6. I think I liked it for the music. It was Josie and the Pussycats.
Charlie Grant says, cow is not as big as Knickers. Knickers the cow. Love that cow. Knickers the cow's going to feature very prominently on my birthday quiz.
If you want to be really clever, I think it's just time with street shirts to actually create a design and get it sent to him. Vote for Tuesday.
Love that giant cow. So in which cartoon, in the cartoon, who was the enemy of Pixie and Dixie? It was Mr. Jinx.
Mr. Jinx the cat.
Never saw it.
He hates Mises to pieces.
Oh, I know that bit. Number 8.
True or false? Hanna-Barbera created Tom and Jerry. They did.
Although it did get moved around a lot. It was at some points it was made by Mattel for some reason at various points.
Well, that was just the marketing side of it, the merchandising side.
No, but like their film company was they changed all the designers and stuff like that. Secret Squirrel, did he not have lots of pockets inside his coat?
I remember him doing that a lot with his coat, which was slightly disturbing for parents because it was just like a flasher.
Number 9. Who are Blossom, Bubbles and Buttercup? Collectively, they are the Powerpuff Girls. The Powerpuff Girls for number 9. Powerpuff Girls.
And finally, the cartoon series with a maid named Rosie.
But not Rosie in the chat.
She was the Jetsons. She was a robot.
The Robo Maid. Right.
Oh, Fran got 20 out of 20.
I'm not
well
surprised.
done that.
I'm not surprised, Fran. Fran very often asked me at the real life quizzes to do Hanna-Barbera. The one time that she asked me to do it,
she didn't turn up.
She didn't turn up the week after. The best ones were, the Fred Quimby ones were good. But when they had the transfer in the 70s, I think they were all the animators from like the Grinch, that studio, did all the cartoons, and they looked really weird.
Yeah, but they did create that.
So... 12 for Fiona, 20 for Rosie Worrell, 18 surprisingly for Paul, 9 for Claire. Really? I would have thought with your secret weapon, the brain box, you would have got more than that. 12 for Joan, Suzanne got 16, Andrew got 20. Rachel Yates got 6. How shameful. There's nothing wrong with getting a low score.
Yolanda with 16.
As long as you have fun, Rachel.
Caroline, consistently 16 minus 4.
20 for Kerno, thanks to Tim and Teresa, our new team members.
Richard Warner with 12.
Sheila got 0.
Really?
Oh no. 20 with a shout out from Tim and Teresa who are doing all the voices, said Fleur on Facebook. Okay, I don't think there's a...
No, it's a brand new one.
Okie dokie. Right.
Well, we've got something different. Again, this was one of the rounds that we were asked for when we asked for your comments for what to do.
Indeed. Okay. So, round number 3 is...
Off with their heads.
I couldn't think of a fun theme for the intro.
Well, that's what I thought of it.
So
that's what the name I thought for it.
So I just decided to do that.
Basically, it's headless people.
Headless people. It's not moving visibles. It's something of that ilk, but not the same.
We've just basically chopped the heads off.
Yes, all you have to do is guess the person, and you have 30 seconds in which to do so.
We are after the person's name, not the character. So if it's an actor, we need the actor's name, not the character they're playing.
Yes. So for example, if you saw a picture of Blackadder, it would be Rowan Atkinson and not Edmund Blackadder. So a point for first name and a point for surname. As it's a new round, it may be blindingly obvious for most of you, but we'll see how you go.
Yes.
So number 1 is arguably the easiest one. I forgot I did that, chicken.
Headless chicken.
Yeah, it's arguably the easiest one, but it's a nice baseline to start you off. So what's this one? You have 30 seconds. Here we go. Have you ever listened to your sort of in-laws do cartoon voices after a cider? It's amazing. Highly recommend.
Who be that?
Who be that? Of course, that's a nice easy one for you. That's good. Thought it was going to be round on the French Revolution, said Paul. Oh dear.
Yeah, that'd be right up Mrs. Boulter's tree.
Childhood memories.
She was there.
All right. So obviously that one, the easiest one of the lot.
So who was it?
It was, of course, Marilyn Monroe or Norma Jean. Do we get a point for naming the chicken, says Charlie Grant. Do you know what chicken it is? Because I think the picture that I took it from actually is a world record holder.
It's the longest alive without a head.
Yeah, the Guinness World Record, the longest surviving headless chicken was, I think, 2 years. And the guy used to just feed it by shoving seeds down its throat. He used to take him around the US for tours. Well, there you go. Right, so that was Marilyn Monroe. Nice, easy one to start you off with. Okay, number 2.
Number 2, who is this?
Again, you're looking for the actor, not any character that they are playing. Number 2.
Who be that?
And if you like this round, let us know. We'll make it more difficult next time on your recommendation. But as with all new rounds, we like to start off as easy as we can just to build it up and get a nice baseline.
And we've literally done these as well in order that we think is trickier.
Yeah. Headless baggy chicken. Charlie says we like this round. Good. And you know, it's one of those rounds that looks really good and is really easy to make. Which is not off what
the habit was actually choosing who to do.
Yeah. Because obviously, you know, there's famous bodies, but you need to be able to have them stand out. So number 2 is, of course, Mr. Jack Sparrow himself, Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, number 2. Someone also said the theory, if you know why he always does that and swaggers around and walks weird, it's not because he's drunk, it's because he's so used to being on ships, he's got his sea legs are always on.
Oh, right, so that's why he did it.
Yeah, so when he's walking on a ship, he walks in a completely straight line.
That does sound like the level that Johnny Depp would go to with his characterisations.
I also think, and it shouldn't be a controversial opinion, but I think that Johnny Depp should be reinstated as Jack Sparrow.
Me too.
Johnny Depp did nothing wrong. Number 3, it would be a lot easier if we saw their head, says Caroline. Yes. Yes, it would.
That's the best comment so far.
Can't argue with that.
Number 3. Oh, this is a very classic, well-known, iconic stance, but we've took the head off. Who is it?
Countdown Orby's cool, says Charlie. Yeah, I like it.
Goes with the music.
Basically, it's a square video, but I've learnt to crop it into a circle, which I'm quite happy with. Used to be a lot harder to do that back in the day.
Yes.
Right, so who is that iconic stance doing?
Who be that? Who be that?
What did I just say? Who is that iconic stance doing?
That's what I tried to cover.
That is Eddie Murphy in Beverly Hills Cop.
And as Axel.
As Axel Foley.
Yes.
Not Axl Rose, that's a completely different person.
Yes.
Do you know that Axl Rose was late to a Guns N' Roses concert by 45 minutes because he's watching the Ninja Turtles movie?
Yeah, he was sort of like that.
Moving on, number 4.
Number 4. Okay. You'll recognise who it is, but do you remember the name of the actor?
Carol says no idea. What have you got no idea about, Carol? There you go. The headless chicken was called Mike.
How random.
Mike the headless chicken.
Mike and Knickers.
Yeah, Mike the headless chicken was a Wyandotte chicken that lived for 18 months after its head had been cut off. Q4, he's my favourite, if you know what I mean. Number 4, would you like a jelly baby? It's, of course, Tom Baker.
Yes.
Mark's hero.
I just think he was just... The time I met him, he was absolutely wonderful. That's all.
All right, moving on, number 5. This one's a little bit trickier. You might recognise the character, but do you know the actor?
I think even that is slightly tricky. I think
Yeah.
if you know, you know, but other than that...
So you may recognise the character, but do you know the person playing the character? That's what we're looking for.
And for those of you who are commenting about Doctor Who, we have had Doctor Who quiz on Sunday.
Sunday.
At the regular time.
Yes. The Doctor Who one is going to be at the regular time. That's the Harry Potter one. There we go. Doctor Who quiz.
It's Series 4, and we've rewatching it, we've realised how consistently good the stories were in Series 4.
Oh, Carol didn't know who Eddie was, and I love him. Well, there you go. Maybe he didn't recognise him from his bum. Right, number 5. That is Gene Wilder.
Willy Wonka himself.
One of my favourite actors, Gene Wilder.
Okay, number 6. Who be this?
Number 6. Ooh, who's this? Thank you for liking the comment there. Lovely. Chris actually liked it, did we?
I think someone did it as quick, actually.
Right. Yeah, we're not big-headed, we're not liking our wrong comment. That was one of our moderators, I think.
Yes.
We'll have to figure out a way that you can talk autonomously and not through us, otherwise it's going to get confusing at some point, isn't it?
2, 1, 0.
Alright.
It was, of course, Han Solo himself, Harrison Ford. Didn't he look young there?
It's only his second film, Star Wars.
Yeah.
He was a carpenter on set. Number 7.
Number 7. Oh, I like this one. Who is this?
Who is this? It's almost like Secret Scroll music.
Yeah, he did weird music, didn't he?
Also, we completely irrelevant. You know how we kept having troubles being copyright struck, things like that. We got an email this morning from YouTube that one of our copyright claims was released from our 54th quiz. We're on quiz 80 on Monday. That's how long it took to get a copyright claim, which was clearly not. There's nothing to do with the company involved. It was just a scam to try and get our advertising revenue. Joke's on them, we don't have any revenue.
We don't get any.
Right, so number 7, did we trick you? Number 7 is not the Queen. Number 7 is Margaret Thatcher. Did we catch you out? Let us know. All together now, what do we want? Autonomy. Who wants it? All of us. Very good. So yeah, Margaret Thatcher, number 7.
Who was played by Gillian Anderson
In The Crown.
in The Crown, who's now taken on another iconic role of... Is it Eleanor Roosevelt?
Eleanor Roosevelt.
Yeah, so that should be interesting. She was really good as Thatcher, actually.
Yes.
She had it down to a T.
I haven't yet to see that yet. I'm still in the middle of series 3 of The Crown.
What's that about? What series?
It's a couple episodes after the Welsh disaster.
Oh, okay.
Right.
60s.
Yes. Number 8.
Number 8.
Number
Ooh.
8.
Who be this?
Who's this? Also, I hate to say it, but everything's going so smoothly. I can't wait to see what happens.
You've jinxed us now. We'll probably have a power cut. Well, certain areas of Brighton have actually had major power cuts today.
Oh. Whoops, said Gillian Anderson. Said Paul. What? I don't understand.
Well, he said Gillian Anderson.
Oh, I see. Not quite.
A lot of them put Gillian Anderson.
Oh, I didn't think of it like that.
No, I didn't.
I was trying to catch you out with it being the Queen. I didn't think of it as Gillian Anderson.
Yeah.
Well
Done for that.
Well, yeah. Pat on the back for me. I didn't even think about it. Right.
Okay, who is this? Did you get this? Let us know if you got this one. Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. That is from the Beat It video. Behind the scenes picture, I think.
Did he?
Who's to know? Who's to know? Moving on. Number 9.
Number 9.
Ooh.
Who be this?
But do you know the actor?
I think it's obvious who it is.
To most of you.
But who is behind the beard?
Sarah got that one. Good. Yeah, we like to throw in a couple of trick questions. We don't want to deliberately throw you up and make you feel stupid, but there you go. We like to have a couple of trick questions in. Joan got Michael Jackson, Fiona got it, and Carol said yes, yes, yes.
Oh. I think the people who didn't are not saying.
Don't be shy. Okay.
And the Colonel's got Michael Jackson as well.
Ah, fair enough. Number 9. Now, did we know it was Dumbledore? Did you know that it was Mr. Michael Gambon?
Because it could have been either of them, couldn't it, realistically?
Yeah, but then again, I don't think Richard Harris wore that suit.
No.
If you're as big a Harry Potter fan, you probably know that anyway. And finally, number 10.
Which we think is the trickiest one.
Well, let's see how you think.
Who be this?
Caroline says, oh yes.
David Tennant says that a lot.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Charlie Grant says it's easy. It's only easy if you know it. Rachel says, yeah, I'm doing better this round. Good.
Oh, Fiona reckons it's easy as well.
Ah,
Suzanne reckons she's got 10.
it's Mark's best friend. It is. Simon Cowell. Also like that fact I didn't crop it enough there, get rid of the pack of fags in his hand. There you go. Sophie says she's enjoying this round. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Soph. Carol says she got it. So it wasn't as hard as you made it out to be, I think, for a lot of people, that one. Number 10. I still think the hardest one was Margaret Thatcher. Not for reasons that you guys put. I thought you'd get tricked and say the Queen.
Yeah.
Didn't even think about old Gillian Anderson. Old Scully. Old Dana Scully.
Carolyn says it's all about the moobs.
Kelly said that was the easiest one. Do we get a point for Simon Knickers? Bev got 20 and she liked this round. Good stuff. Paul and Richard both got 14. Rosie the Robot got 18. Only kidding, Rosie. 14 for Richard.
Interesting fact about Simon Cowell. Until he actually got onto X Factor, it was written into every contract that his company signed that he played one note of the triangle on every single record. That way he could claim 250 quid for every track for every artist on his record label.
Well, bouncing off that one, actor Bryan Cranston, famous for Breaking Bad and Malcolm in the Middle, used to whistle little tunes on every episode of Malcolm in the Middle, just as, like a dad would. But he would get a writing credit for that. Someone in the audience, one of his watchers, said you can claim music licensing because it's an original song.
And then we get to my soapbox moment.
Oh dear. Claire got 18, Andrew got 16, 20 for Kerno, was too scruffy for the Queen.
Let me do my soapbox moment.
Mr. Cutoff.
Yeah. PRS for music charge music venues for royalties for every artist that play in the venues, even if they're not PRS members. So they're taking money from the venues, which they should be giving back to the artists, but obviously they're not members, so they don't give it back. Where does that money go?
Right, Mr. Soapbox. Can I read out people's points?
Yes,
as
you can.
supposed to? Thank
Yes,
you.
you can.
20 for Kerno said, Fleur said it was too scruffy for the Queen. I like that. 16 for Andrea. Claire got 18. 60 for Tracy. Kim got 20. Sheila got 6. Sarah said, and that was written in Simon's autobiography, which mentions Mark.
No.
No.
I've read Steve Brookstein's autobiography. He's not very flattering about Simon, I must admit. Quite rightly so.
Right. It'll never be the fact that when we were talking about Annie Nightingale and she actually retweeted Mark during the quiz. That'll never not be funny. Okay, so I wasn't concentrating at the beginning. I was wondering what a guillotine had to do with Marilyn and a headless chicken, said Carol. I hope you got it by the end anyway.
So round 4, last week we had Going for Gold because they were all... the categories for each question all began with G. This one, they're all beginning with the letter H because this quiz has been brought to you by the letter H. So we came up with this name for it. Oh, this is going really slow.
It does
This is your computer. It worked really good on mine. That meant to take the same amount of time as it does for the other bit to come in.
It does that on all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Don't ever use that transition because I tried to use it for the dingbats and it never works.
Yeah. Hurricanes hardly ever happen.
So, all of the subjects that you guys suggested, we've tried to fit in one way or the other. So this round number 4 is all to do with categories that start with H. The answers don't start with H, but the categories that start with H.
And we do tell you what the categories are.
Yes. Too slow, don't like this round to Sarah. Whatever. Right.
So,
hardly ever happen.
Let's move on. Question 1 is about hobbies.
Hobbies. So, number 1. What does a philatelist collect? What does a philatelist collect?
I'm glad you said that.
Philatelist. I like that. Roy from Colonel said 20 for Colonel. Thanks, team.
Indeed.
Yeah.
We're a bit ahead, so we'll slow down on the questions a little bit.
Why the capital N? Said Fleur.
Where?
What? Capital N? Do we have a capital N somewhere?
No, it's just the font that gives it makes it look like a capital N for happen.
Does it? All right.
Number two. Number two is, you did ask for this. You asked for questions on holes.
Why? I don't know, but you did.
But you did. So we've given you a question on holes. How many holes are there in a 10-pin bowling ball?
Obviously not the most brain-taxing question, but when it comes to holes, it's not easy to come up with them.
If we hadn't done the earlier question relating to the Beatles, we would have asked you how many holes there were in Blackburn, Lancashire.
Also, the L was also capital. It wasn't.
It's just the font. It's just the way the font does itself.
Look, I'm not going to defend the font, but it just wasn't.
Defend the fonts, not the font.
Hey! Hurricanes. Said Fleur. I'll have a water, please. Bit of water pouring ASMR. You splashed it already on my bloody stream deck. Calm down. Thank you very much.
Oh dear.
Ooh, that smells weird. Right, moving on to number 3.
Number 3.
Oh, this is great. This is worth...
Well, what do you think this is going to be about?
This is...
Hobbits.
So, this is going to get you 4 potential points.
You're giving them 1 point each?
Is that not what the plan was?
We're going to give them half a point each. But if you're going to want to give 4 away...
No, we'll do half points. Keep it in time with the actual round. Sorry, guys. Sorry to give you hope and snatch it away for you. This is another suggestion. It was hobbits. So, can you name the 4 hobbits in the Fellowship of the Ring?
We will take the shortened names.
But you just need the first names.
However, if you get all the full length names, we'll give you a bonus point.
Right.
So just first names. So we will take the shortened version of the names, which they got referred to within the film as a normal name. Like, his name is Alex, and I usually call him Oik. So, so if you give me their actual full proper names, for all of them, then you can have 1 bonus point.
You can have 1 bonus. Kerry says, boo, 1 point each. We're giving you a bonus, Kerry. What more do you want? Yeah, so it's half a point for each one you name, just the first names or the shortened names.
But if you manage to get them in full...
Get all full names, you get an extra bonus point for naming all 4 of them correctly, fully. Carol just said, no idea. Well, at least you're honest. Bev says, Alex, your t-shirt blends in well with that background. Looks like you've got a head and no body. There you go. They're actually weird t-shirts. They stick out on the shoulder. You can't really see it on the screen, so that's good. Right. Number 4 is yours.
Number 4?
No, wait, no. Am I doing...
I'm doing evens.
Yes, that's right. It is yours.
Number 4. Well, that is obviously Hercule Poirot. My question is, what was his last case called?
There are actually 5 hobbits in the film, says Jenny. But I'm talking about the actual fellowship, not the name of the film, the actual fellowship.
Yeah, there was only 4 in the fellowship.
Yes.
That's why we phrased the question like that deliberately.
Although it is confusing because we wrote Fellowship of the Ring like that, but it's also the name of the film.
Yeah, in the actual fellowship, sorry.
Yeah. The actual group. The gang, as it were. Got the hobbits. Sarah got the hobbits, and Charlie says yes, that's a bonus point in the bag for the Lockdown Factory. Did you watch Lord of the Rings in your marathon, in your lockdown marathon? Frank and my husband watched the films when lockdown was lifted, so they have an unfair advantage, says Bev. And again, at least you're honest. So again, that's a 50-50, that one. Curtain or swan song?
Number 5.
Number 5
is...
all about...
Halloween.
So number 5, Bobby Pickett and the Crypt Kickers are responsible for which timeless Halloween spooky song? So Bobby Pickett and the Crypt Kickers are responsible for which timeless spooky Halloween song? Got me orange lights going on again, sorry.
Sorry? Yeah, it's a perennial song at Halloween that you hear on the radio and every shops and everywhere else you go to.
When you're not grounded. In lockdown.
I've just realised... Oh, no, I haven't. You've got the long one to read. I thought I had, but you've got the long one to read. Number 6. This is the only picture I could actually find of Herbie the car without his number. So you can guess the question. In the films, what number did Herbie have painted on his side. It was actually painted on the bonnet, on the roof, on both sides, and on the rear.
Did you know that number 5 was banned in the 60s for being morbid? I didn't know that, Yolanda.
No.
That's interesting. Also, when I know a weird fact like that, when it first came out, The Wizard of Oz was an X-rated film in the UK.
Yeah? Why?
I can't remember why, but it was rated by the British Film Board. It was an X-rated film.
Charlie, find out why.
No, Charlie's got too many jobs now. He's a mod and he's going to be our chief researcher. Leave the poor man alone. Let him play the quiz.
Right, I'm just going to nip to the next room while you read this ultra-long question.
All right, this one is about horror. Okay, so which 2017 horror film's plot am I describing? A young African-American visits his white girlfriend's parents for the weekend, where his simmering uneasiness about the reception of him eventually reaches a boiling point. My younger son and I watched all 3 Lord of the Rings films about a week before lockdown started, so not technically. We'll be doing a Lord of the Rings quiz further down the line. That's on the back burner as it is, but we are planning a Lord of the Rings quiz based solely on the films because the lore in the books is just too much. Can't do that. There are people who literally teach university courses on Lord of the Rings, so I don't think we'll be doing it too strict. Good film, said Sarah. It is. Saw it at the cinema, didn't we? Hopefully you didn't hear that. Again, Herbie was actually suggested. Someone specifically put Herbie. Someone also suggested horticulture, and we thought that was a good idea until we realised that they had gardening the week before.
How is that for perfect timing? Question number 8. What is the name for the... Oh, it's obviously about holidays. What is the name of the holiday company that caters for the over 50s?
You'll be using them soon, won't you?
Cheeky git.
Well, you could have been using them for a while now, saying that.
You really are a bit low.
Is that another jab at my height again?
No, but if a cat fits, wear it.
Claire says don't do horror films, and Carol wholeheartedly agrees. My mum is so bad with horror films that she genuinely thought the film Scary Movie was too scary.
It took her, when she was 14, it took me something like 6 months to get her to watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And then her and her friend Claire watched it every single day in the school holidays, to the point that they can tell you every single continuity error in that film.
Sarah says that'll be what Stacky uses soon. How dare you? You'll be turning 30 this year too, Sarah. It's coming to you too. It's coming to you too.
Can we keep the domestics off her, please?
Yeah, so. Usually it's me and you having a domestic on the thing. This one is about the hairy bikers, which again, for some reason, was suggested. What are the names of TV's 2 hairy bikers? For this one, we just need the first names. So, hairy bikers, what are their first names? So I said, way after you. Whatever. Same year. You can't escape it.
What's our favourite genres of film? Sci-fi.
Sci-fi. This must be a sign I'm getting too old, but I've gotten really into Cold War era thrillers.
Yeah.
I just love a good political thriller.
I know he's an absolute arse, but I actually do like Hitchcock films as well.
Same could be said about Woody Allen.
I've never been keen on Woody Allen films.
I'm a big Woody Allen film buff. I do quite like it. And I think Annie Hall's probably one of the greatest films ever done. But there you go. That's just me. What's your favourite genre of film, Ryan? And everyone in the chat. What's your favourite genre of film? Sarah, please don't say snuff films. Julie Marriott says, how to train your dragon.
And finally, question 10. Question 10 is on herbs. And there it is. What herb is that?
Is there a bonus point for surnames, Maria Reese said? No, not for that one.
No, not for surnames. You get a bonus point if you give me the full names.
For the hobbits.
For the hobbits.
I think she means...
For the hairy bikers? No, we just want first names. I was going to ask for full names, but Alex reckoned it was too hard and we cut it to first
I
names.
wouldn't know their surnames. I need to make it fair for everyone else. Rom-com, says Claire. That's true. Like Harry Potter, but JK is a so-and-so, says Flair. Yeah, you could take the good with the bad, I guess. Rosie is also a fan of sci-fi. You're from good stock here, Rosie. Rachel Yates said horror. Good girl. Peter Lacey, Marvel, says my daughter Amy. Speaking of Marvel, we've got a Marvel quiz, guys. There you go. There's your Marvel quiz. It was mentioned, so I'm bringing it up. Put it in. There it is.
It's Phase 1, which is the first 5 films.
Yes.
Starting with Iron Man.
Wow, you like that really quick, Claire and Charlie. Thank you. Jenna said heroin. What the?
Heroines, maybe.
Charlie Fowler loves horror. Yes.
You told me a weird and bonkers fact about heroin earlier today.
Yes. The drug heroin was named after female heroes, as in heroines, because it was actually a drug for women first. It was first marketed for what was the word they called it? I can't think of the name. It was for not unreasonable women. When they go a bit, if a woman had a single individual thought back then, they would say that she was what?
Lunatic.
Yeah, lunatic. It was to calm down women. That was what heroin was invented for.
And incidentally, about heroin, the reason we went to war with China, and hence we gained Gibraltar, the UK, was because the Chinese didn't want the British selling heroin to its population. And it literally, we wanted to basically send them absolutely loopy with heroin, and it was the heroin wars.
Hysteria, that was it. Hysterical women. That was what heroin was for. It was to calm down hysterical women. Thank you, Kelly. Love cosmic horror. Can't wait to see Lovecraft Country, said Alec. You are in for a treat, my friend.
It is really good. We've still got the last episode to watch. That's because of my fault.
I have to get rid of the donate because we didn't clear enough space. But there you go.
I don't know why the number 4 is.
I don't know why there's a number 4 there either. Let's clear that out. Why the heck is there a 4? What is that for? Pray tell. We got Gibraltar from China, said Paul.
Yes.
Is that not what we said?
Yeah, because we went to war with China because China wouldn't let us sell heroin to their population.
Can we get a bonus point for knowing the scientific name for the herb?
No.
No, because we don't know.
No.
Pretty much, that's why.
Yeah.
The Void is really good, by the way. Low budget, but great. Never heard of that. I will give it a go.
Yeah, we basically knocked down several of the really important buildings.
I think you mean Hong Kong.
Yes, Hong Kong, not Gibraltar. Sorry, yes, Hong Kong.
How do you mix those up?
I was almost there.
How do you mix those up?
Mix them up because it's an island that we nicked off someone else.
They're nowhere bloody near each other.
No, but the concept's the same. You know what I mean anyway. Not Gibraltar, you know I meant Hong Kong.
We didn't even go to war with the Chinese, it was the Mexicans.
Stop it.
For God's sake. Dear me. On Amazon, Cosmic Horror sort of like Hellraiser meets The Thing. Love a bit of Clive Barker.
Weave World is an absolute brilliant book. I've not seen the film. I don't know if they've made a film. But Weave World is bonkers in the way that Clive Barker is. But it's a really good book.
Sorry for overly chatting to you guys. We realised that it's actually 9:10 and we're 25 minutes early, essentially. Oh, we haven't done the felt balls anyway.
Oh, we've got the felt balls.
So there you go. We'll make up the time. Thank you so much, Charlie, for advertising our PayPal.
Right, we're going to nip out while this recap is happening.
Yes, of course you can. There's the balls again. So, yes, I'll leave that on the screen. We're going to pop out. Actually, no, we haven't mentioned the score sheet enough, so maybe we'll give it another couple of minutes.
All right, are we doing...
Hereditary, says Charlie on YouTube. I'm going to give that a watch as well. It's got that Australian actress in it. I can't remember the name.
Are we going to do...
Toni Collette.
Or are we just going to go straight to that? Okay.
Right.
So we were chatting earlier. For next week, the beginnings and ends with are really tricky for I's and J's. So we're going to jump straight to the letter K. I'm going to get myself a jumper because I'm freezing.
I'm actually sweating. I don't know why
I'm absolutely freezing. Once I come back, I will start taking notes of your rounds that begin with the letter K. The letter K for next week. Wait till I come back though, because otherwise I'll miss them. It's freezing. I'm absolutely cold.
So there's the fat balls for you again. Yeah, we didn't mention the score sheet enough, so what we will do is we'll let you get your numbers on the score sheet. I'll have a quick look. Oops, get that up there. Can't you do 5 A's and 5 K's, says Bev. My suggestion to Mark was we merge I and J together. Maybe do it that way, but Dum over there didn't think of that, so there's footballs again. Let's have a look. See if how many people have yet to put their felt ball guess on. Oh, people did ask as well what happened to previous week's scores on the score sheet. Lots of people find it very hard to navigate to the current week's score sheet, so I have moved them. There will be a link if you want to go back and look at them for posterity's sake, but I'm trying to keep it the score sheet as small as possible as well. So if you can't see the previous weeks, then that's why. I just removed them. Kings and Queens and Knights, says Peter Lacey. Good idea. I like that. Right. So we're still waiting for nobody. Well done, guys. Okay, I'll get your numbers in. Ooh, taking care of Quizness. My favourite number that you've guessed there. Might be right, might be wrong. I'm just saying it's my favourite number. Right. Okay, I will be back with you in just a minute. So enjoy the recap while me and Mark tabulate your scores.
And send me your K's. I'll start writing them down.
Yes, we've got Kings and Queens and Knights from Peter Lacey and Karate from Claire.
I said wait till I come back, so I'm not counting those.
Oh. Jesus Christ, Paul. That's a bit much. Right, we're back in a minute, guys. We'll see you soon.
I just noticed someone's put Nick as the cow. There's two on there that I'm not happy with. Kevin the Beaver and Crispy Burnt Bacon.
Nice, guys. I like it. Love your work. In fact, we can come back now.
Right.
Yeah, we'll give it...
Kitchen utensils. I can't do a round on kitchen utensils, can we?
We could do a question on it. It's about as far as we'll get. Kevin the Beaver. Very good. Did you get Gangsters 187? I didn't.
We'll put it in though.
187 for the Gangsters.
Away it goes. Sarah's at it now. KFC, Kids Bop. Kids. Can you just take a picture of that rather than me write it all down? You got a snip catcher.
Yeah. Right.
No, we're not doing I and J. They're just too difficult to find things.
A couple of people did suggest why don't we just merge them together,
but even then it's tricky.
Right.
Right, here we go.
That's cruel. Kitty Cats, Killers, King Kong. Is that the one from Gibraltar? Karaoke, says Sam on YouTube.
Yeah, tonight has been Gibraltar Gate. I'll admit that. I'll hold my hand up for that one. Okay, where we're going to start at, because we've got plenty of time. I think we start at the bottom. Why not?
Okay. Right. Jonathan, on Monday, when we get to the J's, we might do that on the Friday. Fran, it begins with J. Got some time to waste. Maybe we could talk about some more men Alex admires.
We did promise we'd do Jonathan on a Monday. We will include Jonathan next Monday.
addition to Woody... Well, I mean, to be fair, Johnny Depp has been acquitted of anything he did to Amber Heard, who was entirely at fault. Just a second. And in addition to Woody Allen, I didn't say I admire Woody Allen, I just said I like the films. You can separate the artist from the artwork. Please don't assume that I like Harvey Weinstein, Marilyn Manson, or Donald Trump.
Kelly's ice cream. Cryptic with a K. No, that doesn't count.
The vegan added balls? Who's that?
I don't know. 174.
Vegan added balls. Added balls. 174. And Fran's just said yes.
Well, not that one. I'll put that one in.
Kid stars. Kelly and Nelly.
Okay, here we go.
Right, we've got Hilarious Birthday 120.
Under.
The Timer Turner 152.
Under.
Neighbours, Smarty Bunch, Indoor Boaters, Wombles of Wokingham 169.
Under.
172, Freeze My Felt Balls Off in Ohio.
Under.
174 for Jamie's Giants and Vegan Added Balls.
Under.
175 for Team Stuckers.
Under.
K9s, that's a good way around saying dogs. We've got Team Stuckers 175.
Under.
Noski Servants 176.
Under.
Friends of Kilo and One Unicorn Plus 2 177.
Under.
Kerno and Bev Franks Brainiacs 178.
Under.
Tommy Plus 4 179.
Under.
180 for Quizzard Harry, Fran and Indy, the Quizman and her.
Under.
181 for the Sloth number 32.
Under.
182 for the Cat's Whiskers.
Under.
Charlie and the Moderator Factory at 183. I like that.
Under.
184 for Chihuahua Lovers and Jeebus and the Rainbow.
Under.
Gangsters 187.
Under.
Fire Breathing Rubber Ducks 189.
Under.
The Hungry Hogs 192.
Spot on.
Ooh.
So 5 points
To the Hungry Hogs.
to the Hungry Hogs.
I did say it was cruel because Gangsters having their late entry did knock Jeebus and the Rainbow and Chihuahua Lovers out of the running to have an extra bonus point. So I did feel quite bad about that. So there we go. I'll get that score a little bit shrink for you there. So Hungry Hogs get a bonus 5 points. The Fire Breathing Reducts get 2 points. And Gangsters get 1 point with that clutch entry of 187. Well done. So we've got Kardashians as well. That's a good...
Yeah, I've got that down.
I think we did a question about Kardashians not too long ago. And that might be the only question out of 20,000 questions we have about the Kardashians.
Which one's getting divorced?
Right, I'll put it back to that one. I think we're pretty much done on the recap and all that sort of stuff as well.
Yeah, I think so.
And we're pretty much in time, so which is even better.
That's what I thought. We were timing right.
Even better. Right,
Here we go.
here we go.
Hardly ever happens. Answers.
Very good. I like it.
You like what I did with that?
I do. Okay. So, a philatelist is a collector of stamps. Stamps.
Stamp on your head. Holes. How many holes are there in a 10-pin bowling ball? There are 3.
Kellogg's cereals.
Yes, I've got that down. Thank you.
That's been suggested on 2 platforms. Number
Hobbits.
3.
Okay, here's the Hobbits. So we'll put them up and then we'll tell you how many points you can have.
I think we already clarified, but we will clarify again. So we have Frodo, Samwise or Sam, Meriadoc we will accept or just Merry, and Peregrine will also accept as Perry.
If you give us Frodo, Samwise, Meriadoc and Peregrine, you can have a bonus point. If you've used Sam, Merry or Perry, you don't get the bonus point.
Oh, I thought you meant including their surnames.
No, just the names.
Okay. So there you go then. You get a bonus point if you use the full correct names. If you put the surnames, extra well done, but no extra bonus points.
No, we wanted the full first names. That's what I was after.
Right.
I did say that.
I was confused.
You just wasn't listening.
Well,
to
there
me.
you go. Hercule Poirot.
What was his last case? It was not 3. I have no idea where that's come from.
Pippin, not Perry, said Fleur. So you even got that one wrong. It was not Pippin. It was not Perry. It was Pippin.
It was Pippin.
Oh, there you go.
Um,
The last case was curtain, not 3.
it's curtains for me, that's for sure, with that one.
Dear God.
And I can't blame you because you didn't do anything with this round. It was all mine.
I know. Can't
Okay.
get the stuff. 3 gate.
I'm happy with my graphics, though.
Indeed. Halloween. Bobby Bickett and the Crypt Kickers are responsible for which timeless spooky song? It is 3.
You told me something about this song as
Really?
well. Let's jump up out. It might not have got all the answers in. Right. So for some reason the answers are not in there. I had no idea. You just pop them in while I talk.
Right, okay.
Sorry about that. We were rushing at the end.
Sarah said hashtag 3 gate again.
It was 3 get all the way through. He's just changing all the 3s. I've no idea why it says.
You haven't even put the number there.
Just copy and paste.
I mean, really? Good God, man.
It's one of those things. Sorry about this, folks. You know when you were saying, Alex, that everything was running smoothly?
I know.
I did tell you jinxed it.
Alexa, stop. We'll get copyright struck if we keep playing that.
Alexa was trying to put some music in then.
What's the name of that herb? It's 3. Oh, dear.
Where were we up to?
Right, we're up to that one.
Yeah.
Answer to question 4, please. Anyone, said Fiona. Number 4 was curtain. I do apologise, Fiona.
Curtain. It was my fault. I've no idea. There's not even the word 3. Oh, there was.
Yeah, there was.
No.
But you wrote it as number 3, didn't you?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. Mark's had a senior moment, says Alec. Yes.
Indeed.
Time to get a holiday with the coming up. So yeah, number 5 was Monster Mash. Fun fact, the character of Igor, the assistant, was invented in that song.
Yeah, Roy's just commented that we said earlier that it was all running smoothly. You jinxed it. That's what it was.
I know. What an idiot. Just a quick check. Cool. Moving on, number 6. The number of Herbie is the number 53. 53. Phone call. I'm back to Jocelyn.
Oh, you missed all the fun.
Yeah. You missed it all coming crashing down. Even the moderators can't save us. Number 7. We're talking about horror. The 2017 horror film with no animations taken out was Get Out. Get Out for number 7. That's what I feel like saying to you because you got all these wrong. Get Out. Number 8. The holiday company that caters for the over 50s is Saga. Saga.
It has been a saga this round, hasn't it?
Indeed. 53. There you go, Fleur.
Thank you, Fleur. Not.
Number 9. Area Bikers. What are their first names? They are Simon and Dave. Or
We'll accept Cy.
Yeah, Cy. So Cy and Dave, or Simon and Dave.
Cy King and Dave Myers, if you wanted.
And number 10. Which herb is this? It is thyme. Time for us to go. Because we're messing it all
And
up.
if you eat too much of it, it's time after time.
Oh dear. It's a saga now, says Yolanda. You're damn right. I got 3 for every answer, so 20 points for me, says Jackie Cartwright.
No, the first ones weren't, so it wasn't. Yes.
I don't know how you managed that.
I don't know, it only went wrong after question 4.
Well, it went wrong at 3 because you didn't get the right name.
All right.
Anyway, 16. Hairy Bikers, as Jocelyn Rose. They are 2 travel chefs. They are very British.
Yes. Basically, it's there to... They get everything paid for them because they highlight tourist attractions.
Or Timus for scientific names, said Anna. I didn't even know it had one. Wonderful. 20 for Sarah. It is actually at 21 points because it's a bonus point for getting the correct first names of number 3. So there you go. Parsley Sage, Rosemary in Time. They were a couple of detectives, weren't they? Rosemary in Time.
We just had 2 donations. Thank you very much, people.
Yeah,
That's
so
very nice.
round number 4 was out of 21 points. If we did say out of 20, it's just force of habit saying that. So sorry. It was 21.
Key the door.
Sure. Right. So that being said, we are running ahead of time. It is 26 minutes past. So at bang on 21:30 GMT, we shall be doing the scores in order. 17 for Suzanne, 21 for Kerno. Oops. Pop us back there. We're back. So
we just had another £2 donation. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Seriously, the £2 donations really do add up.
We've had 6 reactions and 10 shares. Thank you so much. Our great That's great. I'll Google them and see if I can watch Cherry Bikers. They are good. They're very charming.
Yeah, they're not what you expect them to be. They're a bit haphazard, but it is actually really entertaining.
They're a bit like Keith Floyd, how he would never edit out mistakes he made.
Yeah.
If he flubbed something, he would just keep it in. I think
But they don't drink like he did.
No.
Because they're driving around the road.
Yeah, he used to get rather squiffed, didn't he?
Yeah, if you what was the if you ever saw the Two Fat Ladies, it's a very similar concept to Two Fat Ladies.
See you Monday, said Fran. See you later, Fran. 17 for Tracy, well done. Suzanne got 17 altogether. I don't know if I just mentioned that. I might have done.
So yeah, Monday will be the birthday one. We will throw in Jonathan.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, we're going to throw Jonathan in.
Okay. As it's a birthday one.
Yeah.
My birthday, your treat.
We might make it more than just Jonathan as a treat. We'll try and make it special.
My birthday? Treating all this folk for?
Someone has just sent us a donation with a single comment of
3.
You know who you are. I don't know who you are because I can't see it like that. But it did make us laugh.
70 for Tracy, our best score ever. Well done.
Fleur's just put up Saga, Sex and Games for the Aged.
Well, they don't call them golden years for nothing.
Boom, boom.
Yeah. Have a great weekend, and thanks as always for the entertainment this evening, says Bev. Thank you very much to Bev. I don't know who it is, says Sarah.
All right.
Who what is?
3.
Oh.
Good night, Fiona. See you on Monday. For the birthday quiz, for the birthday boy.
Another great quiz where we didn't do very well, says Joan.
Okay.
See you Monday, enjoy your weekend. As long as you had fun, that's all that matters. Great quiz. See you and the birthday boy Monday. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Jackie. We'll see you on Monday. We got every question right for the first time. Thanks to Anita, Anna, Fleur, Alec, Tim and Teresa. Goodbye from the sloths as well from Dylan. Excuse me. Will you have cake on your birthday? I wasn't planning on it, but I might have something. I'm weird though. I prefer a pie to a cake.
Yeah, I prefer pies. We're northern.
My friend's wedding, they didn't have a big wedding cake. They just had a multi-tiered pie. You can tell we're from the north. Our best score ever this week, said Andrea. I'm glad. Always putting one of the team in hospital is a winning strategy. Jesus.
Someone, you know who you are. Someone has just put a single donation of £3 3 in. Thank you.
I don't look like a gift horse in the mouth, you know. In the mouth? In the mouth. Mouth. Good God. Mouth. You should do famous birthdays for people that have the same birthday as you. Yes, I know a couple. I'm not going to say them because we might do that as a round.
Everyone's going to look for it now.
Apple pie and custard, said Fleur. No, I mean a meat pie. Instead of a birthday cake, I want a birthday pie.
Yeah.
Pork and apple.
I used to love Greenwood's pies, but the old man retired and that was the end of those. They were the best pies in the world. The top layer of pastry was so thin it was almost translucent.
Other pies are available.
No. Not that good.
No. No.
Oh, Roy says, good night. Looking forward to seeing the newest old man on his birthday.
Thank you very much. Entering my 3rd decade with charm, grace and style. Good God.
One of my detractors is just... Can you put that picture up? Matt Nealand, I am not happy.
Mark Ellen Monroe. Very good. I like it. What's the difference of 3, says Jocelyn. You missed a treat. Mark put every answer as 3 because we didn't check it
the
properly.
bit where you dropped out, that's when we said everything had gone wrong. Yeah.
Paul said a Wigan wedding cake. Exactly. My friend's wedding, that pie he had was fantastic. Yes. Right. Let's get your scores in order. I think I already have. So let's get on with the scores cam. Go down there. It's a little bit wide.
Yes.
It's down a little... Oh, good God.
What on earth are you doing?
I do not know. Okay.
We're still not there yet. You can make that one smaller. Make that one smaller so we can see the scores.
They are there.
Oh, look, yeah. I wasn't looking in the right place.
That's not how drinking works at 30 hangovers galore, said Fleur. You guys are really selling it for me tonight. Thank you so much.
Andrea Sangster's getting really personal here.
3 is the number of nipples Mark has. Did you tell them that?
No.
Oh. Happy 3rd birthday to Stacky, said Sarah. I'm doing a sign with my hands right now that you can't see. Okay, let's do the scores.
Here we go. And just take one deep breath before you start so that you don't pass out.
How about a round on the number 3 in different languages sometimes, said Frank. You guys are getting too good at insulting us. That's funny. Right, here we go. Fran and Indy 35, The Vegan 37, 52 for Dumb and Dumber, Nosky Servants 54, 56 for Team Stuckers, Friends of Kilo and Hilarious Birthday have 60, 61 points for the Cat's Whiskers, 63 for the Sloths, Chihuahua Lovers have 64, 66 points for the Quizman and her, Quiz and Harry have 68, 69, LOL taking care of Quizness, 70 points for the Hungry Hogs and Indoor Boaters, 70, 71 points for Charlie's Angel number 32, 72 points for Bobby's Big Sketty Hoops, 74 for the Neighbours as well as Freezing Without Balls off in Ohio, and one was a Wokingham, 75 points for Pottery Cock at Midnight, Celtic Thunderheads, Jeebus and the Rainbow, Fire the Rubber Duck, 76 points for the Smarty Bunch, 78 points for the Gangsters and Unicorn Plus 2, Charlie and the Moderator Factory of 79, as well as the Expandables, Jamie Giants, Ladies and Frank Brainiacs of 81, as well as Kerno and Tommy Plus 4 are our winners this evening. Congratulations to you.
Thank you to the newbie who's given us £3.33. Thank you.
You're new to the quiz, but you already know how to take the mick, which is good.
At me, which is the norm. You've learnt quickly.
Was it 3 fingers under the table, said Fleur? Yeah. Read between the lines.
Oh dear.
Ah dear. Right.
You set me off again. Don't do that.
No, let's not have another corpse.
I'm going to go and have a cup of tea shortly so I can warm up. Because what day is it? What day are we on?
Good God, here we go. 26th.
26. So I am now at 57 days without alcohol.
Oh, did I say something wrong on there? Sorry, Rosie. For the sake of the guys who I said wrong. Celtic Thunderheads 75.
What did you say?
Celtic.
Weirdo.
Well, I didn't mean to.
Oh, thank you, Kim. She says you're welcome from the newbie.
Thank you, Kim. Right. I think that's enough, guys.
Andrew's rubbing it in saying the Gangsters came 3rd. Oh, this is mental.
Well done, Mark, said Paul. Well done for getting through the day.
I've just received another 333 as well. You know who you are. This is going to be quite funny on Monday when you lot keep randomly throwing in the number 3 into the conversation.
Rosie said that's a football team. I don't know anything about football, so I can't even say it was me thinking it was a football team. So,
in fact, there's quite a few, looking at it now, there's quite a few £3.33s.
Although I hope you can get back to live music soon, said Paul. Thank you.
Yes. Well, it's looking good. It is looking good. I know I can't say that.
No. Kelly Marie Newland said, another fab quiz. Great work, guys. See you on the next one. Thank you very much, Kelly Marie. Yeah, I just pronounced it wrong, Rosie. I haven't got a leg to stand on.
All I'll say is you might find that live music is back sooner than you think.
Excuse me. Jocelyn Rose says, quick question. Do you know if your friend is still selling the chocolates?
Yes, he is.
And you can find our friend Ben at Benji's Vegan Truffles, and the website is vegantruffles.co.uk.
There are 6 different flavours that you can choose from, or you can have a pick and mix box where
great.
You can choose which ones you want out of that pick and mix. I know it says vegan. That's purely to make it open to everyone. They taste as good as what normal truffles you would find, and they are huge.
Don't mess up and put 9. It could be costly, said Kim. 3 or 30 on Monday. But you right there?
I've had one of my dizziness ones, and my head is spinning around at the moment.
Having a senior moment, guys.
Woo!
Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Fleur. Well done for getting your highest score ever.
People pay a fortune for drugs for this kind of feeling.
Right, with that being said, thank you very much for playing. If you haven't already, can you make sure you do share and all that sort of lovely good stuff?
Give us 3 likes.
It really helps. Yes, give us 3 likes. Anyway, stay safe, stay happy, chew your food, and most of all, be kind to each other. We're back with you on Monday. Thank you very much for playing, and we'll see you soon.
Goodbye.
You can stop this now, guys. Stop the bullying, please.